Hey everyone, SweetJohnnyCage here. Welcome back to part 14 of The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time Master Quest full playthrough walkthrough. In this section of the walkthrough, we're going to go through the Shadow Temple as Adult Link. We did Bottom of the Well last time, so we now have the Lens of Truth, and we also got the Giant Swallow, which holds 500 rupees. So we got a couple upgrades. All right, so no fussing around. Let's just warp to the graveyard. Alright, so the Shadow Temple in Master Quest it has the same general flow once you get past the first section. It has some interesting puzzles for sure, but most of it is like easily solved if you have memory of the base version of the dungeon. You'll see what I mean when we get in. We're going to use Din's Fire to light the place up and open the door. I forgot to check if you open the door as Child Link, does it stay open as Adult Link? I forgot to check that. Oh well. Anyway, I'm going to long shot over. And then it says the shadow will yield only to the one with the Eye of Truth, handed down in Kakariko Village. So, we have a couple of immediate changes here. You will notice that there is still only one skull that works, or that appears. And now this wall is bombable. And if you look closely, it's actually skulls that are blocking the wall, so you gotta blow up the skulls. And then behind that is a locked door. So we need a key in order to get through there. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to turn this to the Skull of Truth. So you got to use the Lens of Truth to see the one that appears while the Lens of Truth is enabled. All the other ones are fake, and if you leave the statue pointed at a fake one, the floor will drop out. Alright, so once you push it into the right place, take out the Lens of Truth, and then once you have everything in full view, the door will open. Now, we don't have the hover boots, and we don't have a key, but if you look closely, you will see two torches above the doorway. So we're going to light that with the fire arrows. And that causes a glass platform to appear, and then we can hop over. So we don't need the hover boots just yet. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is we are going to use a Lens of Truth to see through these doorways. We're going to go left first. Okie doke. So here we are in the room with the silver rupees. Now, one very, very important thing is the shortcut path. So the shortcut path now contains a very important small key. So we are going to drop down. There's a keys here. And then there is an invisible chest right here. And that is the small key that we need. So I think they put the invisible keys there as an indicator that there's an invisible enemy in that room, and then that tells you to turn on the Lens of Truth to see it, and then you'll see the chest. Because you don't get the compass for a little while in the Shadow Temple. Cool. Take out the big Skulltulas. This way we can collect the silver rupees relatively easily. All right. Go ahead and equip your long shot. All right. Oh, whoops. Come over here. Long shot up here. Oops. Oh, wow. What luck. Okay, great. So that opens this door. And then we can kill the big Skulltula there. Killing all the enemies in the room opens up the door that goes back. But first, we are going to open up this chest for the map. Very good. Oops, hello. So since all the Skulltulas are dead, we can leave. And now we're just going to go straight across to the room on the right. Alright. Alright. And in this room we have some Gibdo. And I actually want to see something. I want to use Din's Fire to see if this burns away their wrappings and turns them into Redeads. I feel like that happens in Majora's Mask. Okay, that's a Majora's Mask thing. Interesting. Almost positive in Majora's Mask, if you light them on fire, they turn into Redeads. Maybe that's a Wind Waker thing. I don't know. Can't really remember. I know it happens in one game. Anywho, we're going to open up this chest for a second small key. Alright. And now we're going to head back up to the entrance. Alright, so take out the Lens of Truth one more time, and then it's time to go through these catacombs. Yeah. One who gains the Eye of Truth will be able to see what is hidden in the darkness. Riveting. Shadow Temple here is gathered Hyrule's bloody history of greed and hatred. I wish they went into that more. Okay, room full of Redeads. Go ahead and play the Sun Song to stun them. Alright, and then we're going to try to take a couple out. If they wake up, just... What? If they wake up, just go ahead and play the Sun Song again. That'll freeze them. Okay. Very good. Alright, so here's the compass. Very helpful. I suppose they want you to get the one key out of the room with the Gibdo, come back up, come through here, get the compass, realize there's a hidden chest. Maybe that's the way they want to do it, but I don't know, I feel like at this stage of the game, especially Master Quest, like, you kind of know to use the Lens of Truth all the time in these places. Alright. So now, you want to keep the Ocarina equipped, because there are time blocks blocking this this pathway. Alright, so go ahead and play the Song of Time, and then the time blocks will disappear. Very good. Okay. And now we have a glass barrier here that we can't pass through. However, you will notice a couple of eyes that shoot fire at you. Interestingly enough, the middle eye does not shoot fire. Only the ones on the ends do. So, that should indicate to you that this does something. So shoot it. Whoops. And then the glass barrier goes away. Okay, now we're going to fight Dead Hand. So again, not too much has changed in the Shadow Temple. Things are still in relatively the same locations. Oh my god. Look, getting hit by a pebble. Cool. Alright, so with Dead Hand down, we'll get the hover boots. these mysterious boots, you can hover above the ground. The downside? No traction. You can even use these to walk for short periods where there is no solid ground. Be brave and trust in the boots. So you will notice that there's no additional small chests in this room like there is in the base version of the game. That small chest has 200 rupees, but it's not in Master Quest, which is fine. You end up having tons of rupees in this game anyway. Okay, so back in the main room, we are going to take the second key and use it to explore deeper into the dungeon. All right, we need to take out a bomb and throw it against this wall. I don't think that's going to do anything. Cool. Not the ocarina. Hello. And open this door. Alright. Make our way down. Just gonna ignore the BMOS. It's really not worth killing or anything. Big Skulltula there. Kill that. And then we have the guillotines. These are easy enough to avoid. Okay. In the big room, you're going to notice, if you look closely, you're going to notice a change right away. There's now a gold eye on that platform there. So, we need to shoot an arrow at it. Fire arrow, actually, as the ice loads in. Okay. So what you can do is you can shoot an arrow at the bomb flower to stun the big BMOS. Alright. And what I recommend doing is, because the bomb flower takes so long to reload, just put a bomb down, and then that will kill both of them. Okay. So, you want to take out the Lens of Truth and a fire arrow. And what this eye does is not immediately clear, but if you notice, there is no way to traverse this chasm. However, if you were to shoot the eye, and you need to unequip the Lens of Truth in order to use other magic items, such as the fire arrows, if you were to shoot this eye, it will cause glass platforms to appear in the distance. So we're going to use those in a little while to get across. And then we're going to come into this room. So again, the Shadow Temple, once you get into here, or into the dungeon, kind of deep, starting in this room, everything kind of flows the same. Alright. So we have a like in the distance there. I just shoot it with a fire arrow. That'll kill it in one hit. Take our regular arrows and start working on the keys. And there's still an invisible scythe machine, so be very careful of that. Okay. Okay. Now we gotta collect a whole lot of silver rupees. They actually stop chiming because there's so many. Alright, so you can use the Song of Time to cause a time block to appear here, just like in the base game. This time block also exists. Alright, pop up here just to restore some hearts. Okay, and then, oh. Play the Song of Time. Actually, I'm going to back up. Play the Song of Time again. Oh my god. There we go. My thumb wasn't hitting the button. So we play the Song of Time again to make another time block appear. And this will give us access to the final silver rupee. Silver rupee. Alright, so in here, if you look on the map, there are 2 chests in this room. However, one is invisible. This one gives us 5 rupees, or it'll give you your shield back if the like ate it. And this one gives us a small key. So now let's make our way back and start crossing the chasm using the glass platforms that we created. Just be careful, the BMOS will reappear. But because we have the glass platforms, we can... Oh no. Ooh, that was kind of lucky. We can just jump down. Alright. So, even more silver rupees now. So, I am going to chuck a bomb over here. Blow that up. Oh my god. Refill my bombs. And then we're going to take out the hook shot. Or the long shot. And we got to get to this target up here. Excellent. So that's 2. And there's another one over here. Just wait towards the middle. This way you don't get clipped. Alright. That causes that to appear. Any long shot over there? Oh, we sure can. Groovy. And we get some arrows. Not super rewarding. Now, let's see. Can we shoot arrows through this? I'm not actually sure. I think we have to probably use the... I know we can use a sword spin. Okay, yeah, you can. So for this, you just want to use a sword spin. You could actually hit it with your sword through the gate. You don't actually have to spin, but that's how you open that. Okay, then we have this room. Same puzzle, basically. We're going to pull this block out. And then you just want to align it with the face. And then start pushing it across. So I'm sure you can hear it. But we will get gold Skulltula number 1 in here. And there will be another small key for us to get. So once you get it stuck on the second set of spikes, you want to start pulling instead of pushing. You want to pull it all the way back. You're going to pop up onto the ledge. Very good. We're going to put up this chest. I think this is just either 5 rupees or arrows or something. Arrows, very good. Okay. And then in here we have gold Skulltula number 1. Excellent. Okay, let's hop up here. Jump over here. And then we're going to use this to walk over. Open up this. I think it's just more arrows or 5 rupees or something. 5 rupees? Again, that'll be a shield if a like stole it. Hit this switch. Same puzzle as the base game. Zip over here. And then we're going to grab a small key out of this chest. Cool. Alrighty. So back in the big room, we're going to traverse across. And this is really the first time you got to use the hover boots in the dungeon, so go ahead and equip those. The sign actually tells you that. Alright, wait for this platform to come back over. And then run over here. Great. Okay, so we have a number of silver rupees in this room. So go ahead and re-equip the Kokiri boots, and then you want to take out the Ocarina, because in case you didn't see, there is a Redead in this room. actually 2 Redead. And this room is interesting. It's going to change after we finish it and come back into it. Ooh, that was kind of close. It almost saw me. Okay. Open this. More 5 rupees. There's not enough likes in this dungeon to steal your shield that many times. Alright, so let's collect the silver rupees now. Oh, we need the hover boots for that one. I'm a dummy. This might actually collect it. Wow, it didn't. I feel robbed. All good. Okay, do the same thing to the other side. And over here, we actually have a hookshot target. Okay. And the last 2 we can just hookshot up to using these hidden targets. Actually, I don't think these targets are hidden. No, they're not. This should drop us onto the rupee. Perfect. And finally, there's one right here. This may miss. Oh, got it. Cool. All right, great. So, in addition to opening that door, it causes some glass platforms to appear, and then there's a locked door there. But we need to come in here. All right. So the room locks behind us. Right. Homeboy appears. Forgot about him. Take care of him. Why don't you come down? There you go. Perfect. Alright, get a Deku Nut refill. That's actually going to come in handy, because there will be more Stalfos for us to fight. Come on. One more. Great. Okay. So that opens the door, and then a small chest appears. We get 20 rupees. Really not much in this room, but still 100% we're going to get all the chests, you know? Okie doke. So go ahead and turn on the Lens of Truth just to make sure you don't accidentally step onto some spikes, and then you do need the hover boots for this next part. So you want to roll over using the hover boots and unlock the door. Okie doke. So this is the wind turbine room. So just like in the base game, we're going to take out the iron boots here. Everyone's favorite. And then we're going to cross the gap. Okay, just be careful. Big Skulltula here. No big deal. And then we're going to latch onto this wooden plank. And then I just like to backflip off just because the iron boots can make that go a little bit slowly. You can sometimes get caught on the ledge accidentally. Keep the iron boots on and then just roll across this platform. We're going to come in here. And there's going to be some Redeads. So immediately take out the Ocarina. And then take and play the Sun Song. And that causes a fairy to appear, which will happen in weird circumstances. If you ever see Navi just sort of like... Oh, this is tight. Oh no, let it go, let it go, let it rip, let it rip, let it rip, let it rip. If you ever see Navi just sort of like floating in midair, try to play the Sun Song. Sometimes it'll make a fairy appear. Okay, there we go. Ooh, that was close. Okay, so this room basically gives you the hint for the wind turbine. We already know the hint because this is Master Quest, but the important thing in this room is Gold Skulltula number 2. All right, so take off the iron boots and equip the hover boots because now it's time to cross the gap. Oh. There's a chest hidden in this room. Oh my god. It has a small key, so we need it. My bad. Tell you what. I am just going to open the chest. I don't need to kill Redeads again. I'll try to grab the fairy on the way out. Perfect. Okie doke. Alright, let's take out the Lens of Truth. Ooh, okay, we made it. Okay, so this room is interesting. We got some Gibdo. So we play the Sun Song. We're going to freeze them. There's also some possessed pots in this room, so be very careful. If you're low on health, the pots can take you out. Okay, take out one Gibdo. Watch out for the other pot. Take out the other Gibdo. And you can also hear Gold Skulltula in this room. Alright, we're going to open up this chest. 5 rupees, but there is a hidden chest in this room. So there's a hidden chest right here. That's arrows. The key is actually... Oh, sorry, there's no key in this room. I was misreading my notes. The Gold Skulltula is here, and then we use the key that was hidden in the other room to open this door. Okay. Cool. So, in the boat room, we're going to just set up the shortcut in case you need it for later. One thing that I want to mention is in the base walkthrough, or the base game walkthrough, I said that this room was changed and there was a Gold Skulltula floating on a platform as you're riding the boat. That is not the case. I'm not sure where that memory came from in my brain, but I was incorrect, so I'm sorry for misstating that. Alright, you can hear a Skulltula, but it is not a Gold Skulltula. It's just normal. You can still summon Pierre and zip over to the far platform if you need some recovery hearts, but for now we're just going to skip it because there's nothing of value over there for us. And I'm, of course, referring to that platform over there. You don't need it. Okie doke. Let's take off the hover boots just because this boat ride is interesting. And then if you'd like, you can also equip some Deku Nuts, or, yes, Deku Nuts, to defend yourself from the Stalfos. Alright, that causes the boat to start moving. Hello? What is happening? Why is he recovering so fast? There we go. And there's 2 of them. So jump slashes kind of don't work because everything is moving. So what I recommend doing is just ignore these guys. Although I think the second one fell. That's dope. Sometimes that can happen. Yeah, I really remember there being a Skulltula on like one of the pillars or something, or like a piece of heart. I don't know why I remember that. Alright, so once you reach this room, go ahead and jump off. And then as you're standing here, you'll hear a gold Skulltula. And that's because it's actually on the other side of this wall. So, what we're going to do... Please don't follow. Thank you. What we're going to do is we are going to shoot an arrow to the bomb flowers, and that's going to cause the pillar to drop and create a bridge. Very good. Okay. So, you want to take out the long shot. And then we're going to grab Gold Skulltula number 4. Very good. Okay. So, like in the base game, there is a bit of time block trickery that you need to perform. So what we're going to do is we're going to move this time block. Yeah. We're going to move this time block, and that's going to create a platform for us to use in a little bit. First, it reveals an eye. Alright, so that brings up a hookshot pad. And it also brings up one up here. And you can hit this switch, and that opens that door over there. So I misspoke. The time block is not necessarily... It doesn't create a bridge. I thought it moved it. I'm thinking of summoning Pierre for the base game. Like I said, the Shadow Temple works basically the same. It's the same flow. The puzzles aren't changed too much, so I kind of confuse the two. All right. So here we are in the big room with all the invisible walls. However, you will notice the floor masters are gone. So what I recommend doing is equipping the fire arrows, as well as the lens of truth, and the ocarina. And then we are going to make our way through this room. However, there's a like here. So I recommend taking out the fire arrows, shooting it this way you can get rid of it. Otherwise, it can eat your tunic or your shield, or both. And that's just the pain. Nice money. Okay. First room is the south room. This room... Oh, okay, so this room is real interesting. You will notice that there's a chest in this room. However, it doesn't appear with the lens of truth. What does appear, however, is a shadow on the floor. And there are a lot of bomb flowers in this room. So what you want to do, maybe that'll work, you want to place a bomb near the shadow. And then Deadhead comes out. We're basically just going to rinse and repeat this. So there's no hands for us to gain aggro from, so we have to do it all manually. It's an interesting little fight, though. I kind of dig it. He didn't go very far. All right. So Dead Hand goes down, and then the chest appears. Unfortunately, this chest is just arrows. It's nothing special, but still. Interesting way of hiding a chest. All right, so back in the room, we're going to go to the west room now, which has 3 skull jars. However, you do want to be careful of the like, just go around it. Okay. The west room is this room. Now, the interesting thing about this room is that there's just a key sitting here. So you do need that small key. It'll come in handy when we want to get the boss key. Alright, we can come in here. And then we can solve the puzzle the same exact way that we solved it last time. Just go ahead and throw bombs into the pots, and this will just reward you with a bunch of rupees. Oh. That's gonna blow up in my hands. Come on. Oh, you're kidding me. How tragic. There we go. Okay. So when the third jar busts open, you'll get a bunch of rupees. I think it's like 75 or 65 or something like that. You can go ahead and fill your wallet, but the small key is the important part here. Alright, so back in this room, we're going to go around one more time again. Be careful of the like. You don't want to mess with that. Come around here, and then we're going to get the boss key. Alrighty, same deal. The walls are closing in on you. You cannot shoot a fire arrow at this. It has to be Din's fire or bust. Actually, there are some Redeads in here, so take out the Ocarina as well. Oh, there's Redeads in the base version. Not in here. Anyway, go ahead and open this up and get yourself the boss key. Okay, so now it's time to end the dungeon. There's another chest over here. It's just rupees or arrows. Rupees. Just in case the like steals your shield. They do give you a magic jar, which is helpful, but we don't need it. Okay, time to leave. Alright. Okie doke. Cool. So the final Skulltula is just before the boss, but it does require an interesting round of platforming to get it. The room isn't changed too much. You definitely want the hover boots. You can see the Skulltula floating over there, but you can't get it straight on. Instead, you need to come over here, go over here, and then get to the far side of this platform. And then turn around and shoot it with the hook shot. And there is Skulltula number 5. And then just confirm that you've gotten all of them on the map screen. Great, and if you've been following along, you should have 39. Alright, hover on over to the boss room. Again, if you want to prep, I recommend taking off the hover boots because otherwise you will just slide right into the boss's pit. But if you hold back with the regular boots, you don't have to. Okay, so the boss here is Bongo. Just like all the other bosses in Master Quest, nothing has changed. So make sure you have the Lens of Truth and plenty of magic. And arrows. Great. And then just jump down. I do like this boss a lot. I think it's extremely creative. It also has nothing to do with the dungeon. Like, there's no bongos. There's no, like, bongo theme in this dungeon at all. And there's no enemies that look like him, like lesser enemies. Hello. Oh boy. Couldn't even target it fast enough. Come on, buddy. Ready? Gets faster and faster. Oh my god. Alright, there's Bongo Bongo. Almost perfect. I do find it interesting that it's implied that this is the spirit from the bottom of the well, and this is what has escaped and gone into the Shadow Temple. Although I'm wondering if the spirit from the bottom of the well is actually Dead Hand, and that's why Dead Hand is also in the Shadow Temple. It's unclear. Anyway, go ahead and grab your 10th heart, and then if you need arrows, go ahead and pick up any that might have dropped, and get ready for the epilogue and to speak to Impa. The boy with the noble Zelda's Ocarina. As I expected, you have come. I'm Impa, one of the Sheikah. I am Princess Zelda's caretaker, and I am also the sage who guards the Shadow Temple. We Sheikah have served the royalty of Hyrule from generation to generation as attendants. However, on that day 7 years ago, Ganondorf suddenly attacked, and Hyrule Castle surrendered after a short time. Ganondorf's target was one of the keys to the Sacred Realm, the hidden treasure of the royal family, the Ocarina of Time. My duty bound me to take Zelda out of Ganondorf's reach. When I last saw you, as we made our escape from the castle, you were just a lad. Now I see that you've become a fine hero. There's nothing to worry about. The princess is safe now. Soon, you'll meet Princess Zelda face to face, and she will explain everything. That is when we, the 6 Wise Ones, will seal up the evil king and return peace to Hyrule. I have to stay here. You go to Princess Zelda's side and protect her on my behalf. Now I put my power, which should be helpful to you, into this medallion. So I think this, because the Shadow Medallion appears last here, it goes Light, Forest, Fire, Water, Spirit, then Shadow. I think this implies that this dungeon was originally supposed to come last. And, like, Impa telling you to go see Zelda is kind of telling you, like, the game's about to end. But they changed it for some reason. Please look out for the princess. All right. That's it. Cool. So, we have 39 gold Skulltulas, which means that we are 1 short of the 40 reward. I think there's a reward for 40. Maybe it's 50 and then nothing. Or 50 then 100. Anyway, we have 39. We're only collecting dungeon Skulltulas in this walkthrough until the end, which we will then go get the rest from the field. But the next part of the walkthrough, we are going to do the Bigoron Sword side quest. It's a lengthy side quest. I think it's 10 parts or 10 steps. It's pretty cool. It spans basically all of Hyrule, and you do it as an adult. And since you have some warp songs, things go faster. But that is it for now. Okay. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment. I'll do my best to help you out. If you're looking for more guides for The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time Master Quest, please subscribe to the channel so you get alerted when new guides go live. If you're interested in supporting the channel monetarily, please consider becoming a channel member by clicking the blue join button below this video. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter and join my Discord. The links for those are in the description below. As always, I'm SweetJohnnyCage. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.